Because I was doing some thinking.
Yeah, what were you thinking about?
This whole series, everybody's been talking about how they have a throne to claim. But no fire comes out when they move their lips. Now there's a bunch of burning ships. And all because Cersei Lannister forgot about...
Dracarys.
It's the Watchers on the Couch. Welcome back to Watchers on the Couch. Today we're discussing episode 5 of season 8, The Bells. And speaking of bells, you missed a great bit of air instruments happening here in the studio as the theme song was rolling. So that was fun for me to watch.
I can play with the best of them.
Rocking out.
I was on the timpanis.
You were on the timpanis. She was playing strings.
Yeah, I was doing the thing.
I was sitting here looking at my notebook, realizing I don't have notes for this episode because I'm fresh off of a plane.
That's
Anyway, I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Davron.
And now what's that? No.
No.
Show's over.
That was quick.
There's no King's Landing left. Show's over.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
it's just burned
Man,
down.
people have opinions. And since we're a day late, then day later, a day late and a dollar short, doing this episode, there's been a lot of times for opinions to be circulating on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Lots of people shitting on this show.
Yeah.
So.
Are you shitting on the show, Mike?
No, because I actually enjoyed this episode. I mean, here's why. Because I was already out after episode 3. Like,
Yeah.
My expectations were so low after episode 3 that I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go with it.
Okay.
And, like, I don't feel like getting all pissed off like over a TV show like I did for episode 3.
Okay.
It's like after watching episode 3 that night, I was pissed. I'm like, it's fucking stupid. Like, I see what they're gonna do. It's gonna be shit. So it's like,
So, what
let's
did you
have some
feel?
fun.
What did you feel this episode?
I thought it was okay.
Well, it's very
Yeah,
that's
just
very
kinda
adult
okay.
of you.
It's
That's very.
very
It's just okay. What'd you think?
I hated it.
Yeah. All right. Tim,
I loved the episode.
you loved it?
I loved it.
Seriously.
I
Okay, cool.
thought it was a
Serious.
fantastic episode.
Yeah.
With the exception of a couple things. And it's mainly all the result of us having 2 truncated seasons. So we're missing some build-up on things.
Yep.
My main issue was, like, we knew Varys was going to die this episode. That was a given.
Yeah.
We knew Dany was going to go berserk. We've
Yeah.
been calling that for at least 2 seasons
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That was going to happen.
That was part of. So when I texted you, like, that's part of when I texted you about the time in last episode.
I'll get into that in a second. But the main issue that I had with this is, even knowing Varys was going to die, him not getting a lot of... He was really put in the background for the last 2 seasons,
Yeah.
which I think was very unfortunate. That is probably my only major gripe with this.
That's part of his gripe too. The actor.
Is it?
Yeah.
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 He was disappointed that
Yeah, because he was such an interesting character at the beginning of the series, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's just like, I'm dummy dum dum face, and I'm gonna get myself killed.
he's just been in the background. Like,
my God.
it does kind of suck.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
he was very interesting to help move the chess pieces around and I don't know,
Yeah.
make the show a little more fun.
Yeah.
I had somebody else listen to the last episode, and they said, I actually kind of enjoyed that episode, but after hearing you talk about what you didn't like about it, it's like I realized, some of that stuff was real bullshit. And I'm like, oh no. I'm one of those people now.
You're bringing
and that's
people
the
down.
that's the last person I wanted to be.
Good job, Tim.
I know, right? So, but no, I mean,
I don't know.
I thought this episode was... They did some things that I didn't expect, which was nice, and then they did some things I did expect, which was also nice, because I'm like, I'm smart. But yeah, Mike texted me while I was out of town, referring to our last episode. He's like, hey, check out these time codes of our last episode. We might want to pull them up as clips to, I guess prove how smart we are. Is that what it is?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't have time to do that because, like I said, I was out of town for work and I didn't have my audio equipment with me to do such a thing. So, Mike, what were some of the clips you wanted us to pull?
I can't exactly remember what they were.
I can
but
pull them.
One was like you were kind of joking, saying, "Oh, Daenerys next episode is gonna burn all of King's Landing down." We all kind of chuckle a little bit. I think we.
I think I was only half joking.
You're right.
Right.
And then all of us were pretty much like, "Yeah, Daenerys is gonna go cray cray." Yeah.
If she's even actually cray cray, I mean, it's been building up for a while.
She might just, want to be fed and fucked, Like, if I've learned anything in life, you feed them and you fuck them, and that's how you keep them happy, right?
I think that's the other way around. I think that's for the opposite gender, isn't it?
No. It's not. That's not.
You know what? Let's not get into specifics about gender because who are you to judge like what people need in their life?
I mean, I'm not judging
based on their gender what they choose.
Jeez, what the hell just happened? You're the one person at the table that really likes the episode, and now you're getting in from both sides.
You don't want to be sexist like this show, all right?
Yeah.
Where basically every woman
down with the patriarchy.
Every woman in the show is just a cray cray biatch.
Oh,
Lots of them. Think how many crazy women in the show.
How many?
Dany and Cersei.
no.
They're obvious.
Okay, stop.
Sansa,
I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you right there because all of the characters are doing this bullshit.
Women can't get along. That's the way it is. Yep.
Stuff's being thrown across the table. A lot of people were pissed off with Dany burning down the thing, saying that's out of character for her. And this entire season, like every season of this show, there's something that she has to be held back from by her advisors.
Right.
And now that her advisors are gone, she's
just like, I'm going to burn everything down.
Like everybody, came out of nowhere, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you guys just aren't paying attention to the show.
No, that didn't come out of nowhere. That really, we all knew that was going to happen. We all knew she was going to go crazy.
People want what they want. Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody wanted Daenerys to be the hero. Like, she's a fan favorite character, like up until recently. And they wanted her to be what they wanted her to be. They want it their way, and they want it right now, right now, right now, right now.
I would say it was... I think it's the way it came off. I don't... that seemed out of nowhere. Like, on screen, it kind of seemed out of nowhere. Maybe. I don't know.
She seemed like, from the start of it, she was very dismissive of the Bells. She never really, she's like, okay, she gives a slight nod for Tyrion's plan, and then she's
Drogon's just like, hey, Daenerys, I didn't hear no bell.
Rocky Drogon.
Wow.
Daenerys is
Ivan
the
Drogon.
Tommy gun of Westeros.
Cool.
Dragon.
Ivan Drogon.
I must break this city. If they die, they die. I was totally on board with not on board with everything Daenerys did, but I agreed with their decision for this episode, and I thought that after a certain point in the episode, we don't really see her anymore. Yeah. We just see the destruction, and we're on the ground. I thought that was great. I loved it.
I didn't have a problem with that. That was not the problem that I had with this episode at all.
What's the problem you had with this episode?
We'll get to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Tell you later.
Visually, this episode was pretty amazing.
I'm not entirely sure, people who didn't like this episode, what the fuck else they want from this show. Because they got everything they've been complaining about not getting, except for the fact that they apparently didn't have Daenerys turning bad spoon-fed to them enough the entire series.
Yeah, that's really stupid.
Like, on this podcast, I know we've talked about it. I know I've talked about how, Daenerys, what the fuck? She's just burning people like, Dracarys. Right. Like, fucking Oprah meme, Dracarys for you, everybody.
Yeah. Everybody gets Dracarys. Yep, she's like Oprah.
Yeah. That's all she does.
Yeah.
And without those fucking dragons, she'd be nothing.
Poor Dickon.
Poor Dickon. I think she got her bloodlust, like, from the very beginning, like, when somebody dies at her wedding with Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it happened.
I think
she wasn't scared. She was excited.
I think it was pretty obvious when when her brother gets killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had no reaction, right?
Mm-hmm. He wasn't a dragon.
I'm a dragon.
Giants can't be burned.
Yep.
Okay. But but as far as people's opinions, there's some funny memes. Like, people are happy, get excited when Dany is like, I'm going to take back what's mine with fire and blood. And then she actually does it. Oh, this is bullshit. The writing on the show is so bad. I'm going to go to Reddit sub ASOIF, Song of Ice and Fire, and Batch. That sub, like, if you go
I've
to
never
it,
gone. I've never been on it.
wow, those people on there, man.
Those are all like
all
the hard.
negative.
They're the
It's
hardcore
readers.
book people. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Here's the thing: hardcore book readers are the worst people, and we're near the end of the series.
There hasn't been a
I
book
feel
for like 3 seasons.
There hasn't been a book since the first season.
No.
Yes, the book came out between the first and second season.
What about when Jon was murdered?
That was the last book that came out. That came out right after season 1, or right during season 1.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like 10 years since we've had a book.
I want the book to come out and it to be fucking horrible.
I want the book to be exactly what the show is.
Just so that the bookers will
Just recap it.
no, it's the best thing ever.
The books,
I actually wouldn't want that to happen. But
I do enjoy the books.
of course, it wouldn't be good.
But the books are not the best books ever written.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say the last book really wasn't as good as the other ones.
It's not, and the fourth book wasn't good. People hated the fourth book because they didn't get to see their fan favorite characters. It mostly focused on Sansa.
All right, I'm going to bring it back to the episode for just a second.
All right,
so,
yeah.
like, we were talking about Varys and how he didn't have like a lot of parts in this last season. Tim and I were having a discussion.
He's got no parts.
Tim and I were talking earlier today, and have you heard the theory that Varys was trying to poison Dany?
Yes.
Do you agree with that theory?
Yes.
I do too. 100%.
I fucking hope it doesn't happen next episode. Like, next episode, Dane's be like, oh man, burning everybody alive sure works up an appetite.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Martha, can I have something to eat? Oh, sure, here you go.
Yeah.
Poison.
Yep.
This carnage is making me hungry.
And then Jon has to kill the dragon because it's way too much power.
How?
I don't know. Maybe he sends a raven to Bran. Bran works into him and flies right into a cliff.
Whoa.
Bran should just permanently become the dragon.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah. And the dragon can't be burned.
That's crazy.
Anyway, I did not agree with the theory that Varys was trying to poison Dany.
You just thought what? Explain to the viewers what you, or the listeners what you thought.
I think it was exactly what he said on the screen. He's trying to ascertain her state of mind.
Okay. I can see that too. It just didn't seem that way.
Yeah.
I also think, why did he leave his rings behind? Maybe there's poison in them.
No, he definitely
Just
knew
like
that he was gonna
Sansa's
get burned.
necklace.
Well, if there was poison in his rings, he'd probably want them burned with him.
No, because he would still want maybe Martha to carry that out if she has that
Why'd you say
opportunity.
that name?
That's what made Dany go crazy.
King's Landing, Dawn of Justice.
That's terrible.
Martha Targaryen.
I don't put it past Varys that he would try to poison her, but I think if he was trying to poison her, they would have done a better job of trying to explain that.
Well, he did in the past, didn't he? Wasn't he part of the trying to... Yeah, when...
Oh, Robert Aaron. No.
No. Actually trying to poison Dany, like with the wine. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
Jorah steps in
Yeah.
because Jorah knew. Jorah
right.
was in on it with Varys
Yep.
from King's Landing.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know that you need to spoon feed the viewers to
Poison.
see, like, I'm trying to poison blah, blah, blah. Well, she won't take the poison. The watchers are watching me, you know? The soldiers are watching
See,
me.
and that's a good point there,
Yeah.
that line there. Because if it was just, oh, I'm trying to get her to eat, So she's not cray-cray, because we know women, when they don't eat, are cray-cray. Just kidding.
I wish I had something else to throw at you. Right?
Well, you have a bottle.
That's too much. That's a little too much.
I didn't say men aren't, just human beings in general.
Okay, well, that's
So
better.
just-
Yeah, just let's make it neutral here.
All right.
Listen, Danny, have a Snickers. Why? Because you get a little homicidal when you're better. Bah.
Nah.
Oh my god.
A little bit, I guess. But yeah, her saying like she was worried about the soldiers. She wouldn't be worried about the soldiers if she was just trying to give Dany some food.
Well, if she is spying and bringing information back, because he's like the only.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
She's the only little bird he apparently has right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Martha, what have I always told you? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice? No. Where did you hear that from? Grey worm.
Oh, poor
Grey worm.
Poor Grey Worm.
No, not poor Grey Worm. He became a real asshole.
Grey worm's a dick. Yep. Just murdering people.
What does that mean?
Mur-
What does that mean exactly?
Being a dick?
Remind me exactly like the order of events. So, Grey Worm decided like he was gonna.
He's writing the letter saying Dany sucks. Kick her in the butt. And
No, he wasn't. He was writing a letter saying, "To whom it may concern, I've always had a dick, and I just tricked you all into see who has actual empathy."
You want me to show you my penis?
No, how is it? How is that penis?
My penis is perfect.
Okay, good.
just in case anybody was wondering.
Glad to hear.
Sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
Oh, I don't remember. So yeah, order of events was Tyrion rats out Varys to Daenerys because Tyrion's an asshole.
You guys are going way back in time. It wasn't like I was thinking like, did Dany? Who shot first? Was it Dany who like burned?
Why do you keep hitting the mic?
I don't mean to.
Yeah, it was Dany.
Dany burned everything first, and
Yes.
then Grey Worm decided, "Oh, I'm gonna stab this guy. Go
Yes.
stabby stabby."
Yeah, that's when everybody goes apeshit except Jon Snow.
Because it was after the bells.
Okay, yeah.
When that started happening.
All right.
Also, he fought way too. Like I've seen Unsullied get killed pretty easily in prior seasons, especially against Sons of the Harpy.
Yeah.
He fought way too many people with no helmet on to not get killed.
That was a long time ago. He's way better now.
Well,
Such a good fighter.
yeah, he's not going to be good enough because he's going to die next episode.
You don't know that.
I know that.
All right. Well, better.
I got my prediction.
All right. Tim says Grey Worm's going to.
I've got my ending.
Okay. Excellent.
It's the ending I see, whether it's the ending that they show or not.
Can I tell you the problem I had with this episode?
The fact that everything comes
No.
back to Sansa. Every fault in this, every fault that Daenerys has is Sansa's.
Sansa's fault. Why is it Sansa's fault?
Sansa.
Yeah, when Tyrion was tattling, well, that was just so strange. Like,
No, it wasn't Sansa.
'Cause she was
it was John.
someone betrayed me? What, John betrayed me? Like, no.
Well,
Because he didn't really.
no, he never did. All she
He
did was
didn't
beg.
promise that he.
Yeah, she begged him, and he didn't promise, and that's not a betrayal.
Yeah.
That's
True.
just
He's the
Sansa
prince that
betrayed
didn't.
John.
He's the prince that didn't promise.
Yes. Yeah.
it's very clever.
Thank you.
Yeah, enough of these clever plans. Enough of these clever puns.
Right.
No, I liked it.
Puns within puns.
I'm sorry, I didn't seem to appreciate it. I
Listen,
liked
puns
it.
are a ladder. But yeah, like even when Varys betrayed me because you told Varys, because Sansa told you, because Jon told Sansa, and then when she confronts Jon, it's like, Sansa, why? And you told Sansa and she betrayed you, and blah blah blah. blah.
Your sister's like a huge bitch to me. Never anything bad to her.
I can't wait till your car's our next episode.
I help save her life with my dragons against the dead.
I fought your war, and I fought my war.
Now come here and kiss me. Come kiss your auntie.
I don't want to kiss you. It's okay now. Fine, let it be fair.
You guys.
John, nobody wants to play with me.
It feels like I'm watching the show.
Welcome to
Guys.
Game of Thrones Theater.
Just a baby. God. It's just a baby.
I never have the love that you have with these people. No shit. You came with 2 armies.
Yeah.
And dragons. Saying, I'm going to take what's mine.
Take a little time. John should have just said, oh, just relax. Dracarys!
You never tell a woman to run.
Yeah. Never tell anybody who's mad to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep it.
Why do I keep touching that? Yeah. Sorry. I just want to touch it. Can I touch it?
No, it makes a horrible
I know.
noise.
Sorry. Like the noise that the hound made when his eyes were getting pushed
You're
out.
really jumping ahead. What were some of the other clips that we had first
Yeah,
before we
okay.
get to that
All
that you
right.
wanted us to pull out?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Okay.
Especially after you said pull out, my mind just went to a different. Yeah, I don't actually remember.
I had somebody complaining, or somebody I used to work with was complaining that the Jamie and Euron scene was bullshit because
that was it.
they never.
We said something about Jamie and Euron fighting or something like that.
Yeah, no, I remember saying that, but he didn't like it because they didn't address who the father of the baby was, because Euron thinks it's his, and you shouldn't leave open ends on the table or something like that.
Who the hell cares?
That's exactly what I said. No, it doesn't matter.
The whole baby thing I thought was a little pointless anyway. It just seemed a little strange and weird thing to kind of progress.
Well, it's just
Cersei's drive.
No, that's her whole thing. Is her family. Like, her family is everything to her.
That
that was the only reason. Like, that's the only thing that's ever driven her.
you have to give them a hook in order for them to try to persuade Cersei into something, and that's pretty much the only option you have, because she doesn't have any kids left. Because she made one jump out a window.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Cersei.
Mother of the Year. And then the Euron thing was just like, you still have to plan ahead if in case you win this war. It's like, I'm having a baby. So, and I'm boiling this guy who got burned by dragonfire but still came back to fight.
Look, the lesson of this show is don't fuck with a woman's hairdresser. That's right.
Oh, me Sunday.
Yeah, me Sunday. That's how it all started. See?
I feel like one of the other things that
Me Sunday was still there doing her hair and makeup. That's why she looks so bad.
Is that the only
She wasn't
reason?
tired. She always looks like that.
Sunday was around. That was all she did, was just do her hair and makeup and make sure she looks good.
yeah,
See how her
basically
outfit kind of sucked. Her hair sucked.
So she's the
Her
stylist.
butt looked fat.
Need to go on a diet.
but she's not
she's not eating.
she's not eating.
Yeah,
It's
see?
fine. It's fine.
That is one of the problems that I had with, and it's not limited to these last 2 seasons. It's been the whole series that Missandei is Daenerys's best friend, but you don't really. They've never. It's basically, did we just become best friends? Yup.
Yeah, they don't really show it. I mean, they showed it. They showed that Missandei was Daenerys' sex slave. That's the only reason she brought that collar over. This is her only possession she brought over. She is my sub, and I am her master.
Wow.
We like to play naughty games.
Bendy knee.
We play a game called Bendy Knee.
Bendy over.
God.
Now, Grey Worm, it's your turn to be my sub.
Fuck that.
No. Patrol.
I'm loyal to my queen. Especially if I get to murder people behind their back. So yeah, like I love how one-sided the battle actually is, as opposed to like the brutal fight at Winterfell, where it's like just, oh my god, everybody can die at any moment, and you still get that, but like at last show, it's like they don't seem to have that many people. How are they going to do this? And Dracarys.
One thing I really wished didn't happen was in last episode when Rhaegal died, and the Scorpions seemed like fucking awesome and like target easily.
Right.
I wish they didn't show that, because it kind of did take away a little bit, and you're like, oh, in this episode, shit, the Scorpions do nothing, and she can do anything she wants,
Well,
burn
it's not that
everything
they do nothing.
easily.
It's just she realized that she needed to be a little bit more.
Yeah, she used the
agile.
sun as an advantage.
I know, but it just, comes across a little different. You're like, wait, no.
Well, she forgot about the Iron Fleet.
God damn it. I can't believe they fucking said that still. Like, Dany just kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet. What?
It's Mike's D&D impersonation.
That would be more depressing sounding. I hate doing this show.
Oh my god!
I can't wait to ruin Star Wars.
It's only ending because they wanted to end it. HBO wanted to do more seasons, and they're like, oh,
George R. R. Martin
I
wanted
want to
them.
make Confederate. You fucking retards.
Jesus.
I actually don't really like shitting on them because this show has been great, so they've contributed a lot.
It's still,
I just think they've kind of fell off. I think their motivation is not where
Yeah.
it used to be.
I also feel like they set the bar so high
Yes.
that there's nowhere else to go but down.
I also wonder if, like, George R. R. Martin is hard to work with. Like, if he could be giving them more help, but he doesn't want to, or he's saving all his good ideas for his book.
I don't think he's helping at all right now.
Not for the last two seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, he
He
hasn't
hasn't-
been doing anything?
Yeah,
Like, they don't
no.
consult with him at all?
No.
The last time they consulted with him was right after they surpassed the show.
So he told them how it was supposed to end.
Yeah.
and
like
that was
just bullet
it.
points, and then...
That was it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Strange.
he's supposed to be working on his book, but I don't see him writing very much.
You don't even read the books.
I don't.
You haven't read one of the books.
I don't care.
I'll wait for the TV show.
Yeah, I like watching TV.
I haven't read the books.
I have.
I listened to the first audiobook.
Cool.
It was good.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's all right.
I'd rather read the book, though. It's easier.
The first two books are the best two books.
It's a better way to consume it, I think.
Yeah, I like audiobooks.
It takes a lot of... I can't
like
really listen to
I-
audiobooks while I'm at work. It takes too much brain power. I like to listen to it. I can listen to podcasts and just people talking.
I
But
like it when people read to me. I like that. I like it when people read to me.
I really like that.
I read it to me.
Read it.
Jesus. Anyway.
Sorry.
So,
I'm surprised that Varys didn't scream. Why didn't he didn't scream when he got burned? Everybody else that got burned
He's stoic.
screamed.
He's a real man.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why John gave Dany that look. Looked over at Dany and was like, "Don't you find it strange you didn't scream?" Like,
And John's like, I kind of like the guy. And even though he wants me to betray you, he's still a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
What would have been great is as he was burning, he gives like a little Night King smile. And she thinks he's not going to burn. But he does. I hope I'm wrong. But you're not wrong.
no.
And now you got some explaining to do. That was the other thing that annoyed me about... I'm going to take that microphone away from you.
Sorry.
Let's just move it back. How about that?
No, I can't. Then you can't hear me.
The complaint that Dany did this without any explanation. It's like, she's still on the dragon at the end of this episode. The explanation comes after the episode.
Yeah.
It's like nobody's going to say, wait, what are you doing? Let me stop and tell you my entire plan to destroy everything right now. That's not how it fucking works, dummy.
She's just fucking yelling at people as she's burning them. Like, Fuck you, little peasant!
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you!
If I can't have kids, nobody will.
Oh my god.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn.
I think,
Ooh, sick burn.
jeez. The one thing that I was a little bummed out about is we didn't get to see Sexy Pete Holmes fight.
Oh. You're right. No, go ahead, Mike. What were you
No,
gonna say?
because when I saw him there, I thought about Pete Holmes, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's Sexy Pete Holmes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if he just started making jokes? Like, I don't know. Like, hey, what do you guys think about the irony of the naming of King's Landing, huh? Yeah, I remember Tom and... Oh, the Red Keep. Why is it called the Red Keep? They just keep red stuff in there? I don't know. I mean, yeah. Dragon food these days, huh? No, I don't know. But like, I did.
Boy,
think,
I hate flying.
Like, I did kind of. I giggled to myself when I saw him.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't help but think, like, while he was waiting there
Yeah.
for something to happen, just start making jokes.
Yeah. Oh my god. I saw Pete Holmes on Colbert Show, and I immediately thought of Sexy Pete Holmes.
Harry Strickland, or whatever his name was.
Is that what his name is?
I don't remember.
Oh my god!
I
It was
believe
just
so.
like they look so similar, and then Pete Holmes is such a dork. Like he was trying to make jokes, and nobody was biting. Nobody was laughing. It was a tough crowd.
All right.
But yeah, would have been a tough crowd in the landing too.
I love Pete Holmes. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like his stand up. And I've mentioned it before on this podcast. Crashing on HBO. The
Yeah.
show. I believe it has 3 seasons. It's good.
I feel like
It's really good.
I feel like Watchers on the Couch should just be sponsored by HBO at this point for
You're
all
right.
for all the shows that we might be covering. Because we do this, we do Westworld. I might do Watchmen.
Yeah. That could be fun.
Are you interested in Watchmen?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Do you know when it starts?
I don't remember.
Okay. We'll have to look into it. Yeah, I'd be interested. That could be fun. But we're not there yet, huh?
No.
No.
Where are we at on your notes?
I don't know. We're kind of going randomly through this.
Randomly
so
through
it
it?
doesn't really matter to me.
I'm pretty much if John survives, I'm more convinced than ever that he's actually going to go north, and we're going to get to see the reunion scene with Ghost.
No,
Oh, if he survives the whole series.
that's not going to happen.
I don't
We may
think it'll
not
happen either.
we may not see the scene with Ghost, but he's definitely not staying in Westeros.
They're out of CG budget. They're not
Yeah.
going to see Ghost.
You're going to see him go north, and you'll just assume that he sees Ghost and Tormund again. But I think like after he sees his own people like go ape shit and start like trying to rape people and stuff like that, he's like, "What the fuck am I doing here? Are we the baddies?"
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, they are. They
I'm
are
curious.
the baddies.
I have no idea what will happen next episode. Will there be like another little battle? So John and the Northerners, they exited. Like they're not in King's Landing. I'm
Right.
assuming they're outside the castle walls.
Right.
And then the Dothraki and the Unsullied are inside the castle walls. Tyrion's probably also outside the castle walls. So Bronn will probably fucking kill him.
Will he?
I don't know. I kind of hope
mean,
not, just
they
because I thought that
won.
scene with Bronn was stupid. Well, he could kill Tyrion and be like, "Hey, Queen, I want a castle.
No.
Dracarys!
I want one so I can be up on the roof."
Oh, I don't have that as a drop.
Hey, you know Grey Worm? He actually has like a music career.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seems like he has
What kind of
good
music
voice.
does he sing?
I think it's kind of like R&B.
Cool.
I listened to just a little segment.
Nice.
I listened to the whole song.
It's not a lot of.
Oh, we were talking about what's going to happen. I don't... Because then there'll be a little battle, or is Dany going to be like, "I'll be back. I got to go burn Sansa."
I think if.
Strange.
Well, I think once John catches up with Arya, when she makes her way back to him outside the city, and he sees what happened to Arya, that's when he's definitely off team Team Dragon.
He should be off Team Dragon
he's already,
now.
Yeah, he's already off.
Yeah, but that's really gonna like
Put a damper.
Yeah.
There was also a little mention of a few other places, and Varys also sent out ravens about Jon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is like every fucking army going to end up showing up at King's Landing?
Who's left?
I don't know.
Besides
there's the new Prince of
Dorne.
Right. Yeah.
Yara can show up. I mean, I don't know about major armies.
I don't know. I don't know who's left. That's the thing. Like, what would happen?
Well, I mean, with this show, basically nobody died. Probably like next episode in King's Landing is going to be almost perfect. The Red Keep's going to be barely destroyed. we know how, like, the way we saw it, especially like with Jaime and Cersei dying, the Red Keep should be completely destroyed. There should be no Iron Throne.
Yeah.
It should be in rubble.
Yep.
But it
It's
won't
done.
be.
I suspect it'll be mostly rubble.
Yeah.
Rubble. My
mostly
thing
dead.
was, this was like everybody's been complaining. Well, they complained at the Battle of Winterfell that there weren't any major deaths. This one we get like 7 major deaths, but I felt like none of them were that impactful because we've expected them to come for so long now.
Varys,
7?
Varys, Mountain
Okay.
Hound, Cersei,
okay.
Jaime.
Yeah.
Help me out. Who else?
Euron.
Euron and Qyburn.
Qyburn, yeah. That's
yeah.
it.
Qyburn, yeah.
7.
That was a good death.
That was a good death.
That was fantastic.
It was exciting. I was really happy about that.
That one was really fun. But it's one of the things that everybody liked about or quote unquote liked, was these deaths came out of nowhere if you were unfamiliar with the books. Like you expect, oh, Sean Bean's a major character. They're not going to cut his head. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, that's how I felt. Like,
Yeah, nobody expected that to happen.
Wait, they're
and
just
I was
gonna,
like, yes.
Wait, they're just gonna
a show where anybody can fucking die, where they will kill off their fucking main character.
Yep.
Finally.
Yep.
Then episode 3 of season 8. Putting their characters in unsurvivable situations.
And then letting
Really
them
bummed me.
live.
Anyway, so I
Yeah,
don't care.
that's okay. Yeah. Don't hold on to the past.
I'm totally past it. Doesn't bother me at all. I'm Euron. What were you just saying?
I don't know.
I don't remember
What were you
either.
saying? We
Oh,
were
I
talking
was-
about 7 deaths and like
I was
major
saying that
characters.
because like there was no real emotional impact to the deaths anymore, just because this is the end of the show and we're expecting people to die. So nothing's going to be like, yep, they're dead now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but-
I get why like they're not killing people all over the place, like why not everybody dies at the Battle of Winterfell, because it's like, yeah, it's just going to be more of this. It's like, yep, they're dead now. Okay.
Can I just tell you though, I am disappointed, and this is the only reason, literally the only reason, maybe another reason too, but like one of the very few reasons why I was upset with this episode. How Cersei dies. I was so disappointed in how she died this episode.
Her whole world came crumbling down on her.
No,
Literally.
it's not. I don't want a poetic ending for her. I don't want her to like die in Jaime's arms.
Yep.
I want her to be slashed and thrashed. I want to see her suffer. And because she's such an evil character, like I actually wanted to see somebody actually like do her in and like do it nasty, you know, like, and that just didn't
Shame.
happen. It didn't happen.
I don't think she's necessarily more evil than some of the other characters on this show.
Oh, but she is though. Because everything that she has done has been
Sansa's fault.
Yep.
all Sansa's fault. You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't complain.
If Sansa hadn't run away after Joffrey had gotten poisoned. All kinds of stuff. It all just snowballs.
She's just evil. She's so evil.
There's lots of evil
She
people.
pushed Tommen out the window.
She didn't push him. Maybe emotionally pushed him.
Well, she was friends.
Sansa pushed him.
She was
That's what
Sansa was friends
Sansa's
with
fault.
Marjorie. Marjorie was in the except when it blew
Yeah,
up.
it's all Sansa's fault. Oh my god. All right. Well, that was one of my major gripes, though, is that you know she got to die in a really poetic way, and I fucking hated it.
With my just go with it attitude, I mean, if I wasn't broken after episode 3,
Mm-hmm.
I would not like this. There's a lot of stuff that is a little silly.
Yeah.
Like Jaime's character, I think going back to Cersei because he loves her. Actually, I can go with that, but it's just
Yeah, I can
kind
go
of
with
like
that. I didn't expect it, but
it's basically like
it
addicted
works.
to Cersei in a sense. You know, people sometimes lose their addictions or think they do, and then they kind of come back around.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's kind of same thing
that's
like
kind
that.
of because he does get some level of redemption during his show, but like sometimes the addiction wins, and that's the ultimate downfall of Jaime Lannister is and if you're going to kill Jaime Lannister, you might as well kill Cersei at the same time.
And like that life living with Brienne, like I think he knows that it wouldn't make him happy. He wouldn't be truly happy living that life.
Sure.
So
There's no way to push out a window.
Yeah. Exactly. He could wheel Bran out the window.
No.
Care if I wheel you out the window? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't really care about things
I
anymore.
mostly live in the past now.
I could have like prevented the whole King's Landing thing by working into the dragon. But fuck it.
The reason
Fuck those kids.
the reason Bran survives the fall initially is because at some point when he's the three-eyed raven, he does to what was Hodor's real name?
Oh,
Willis.
yes.
He does a Willis to Tommen, and Tommen falls out the window and takes the death part, and Bran just gets paralyzed.
Oh.
I've got a lot in common with your son.
Fuck Tommen. And fuck Jaime. Yeah, fuck Cersei. Did you guys feel anything at all when they were like crying and
No.
holding each other? I'm like,
I felt nothing.
this fucking
I'm dead inside.
die already.
No, the only
I wanted him to strangle her. I wanted him to strangle her to death. Is what I wanted.
I think if he had done that, like we'd have
Yeah, that'd be cool.
we'd have an opposite problem on our hands if that happened. Though
What?
that's where everybody would be happy that he did that.
Why?
But
No, wait. What? Why?
what?
What?
Would you let me talk?
Okay,
What?
sure.
What?
Sorry.
Everybody's like all bloodlust about things, and it's like, yeah, let's get Jaime in there to kill Cersei. But they haven't really played up any animosity between the two of them. So you want to talk about something that's rushed?
She said she would kill him the next time they.
One scene, and he
Okay.
decides to leave because he wants to uphold his promise. Meanwhile, we've got 6 seasons of Dany threatening to torch everybody. And people are losing their fucking minds. I had no problem with the death. I have no emotional attachment to it. The only real emotional the only thing that was the Varys and Tyrion stuff,
Yeah.
and the Tyrion and Jaime stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there are some people who thought that was a little out of character for Jaime because he says something about he never cared for the people of the King's Landing, something like that. People were like, "What?"
Well, he doesn't.
Just because of like season 4? Was that when Jaime and Brienne were together, or was that earlier season? That might have been earlier season.
Yeah, it was probably 3.
I don't remember.
And I had a little emotional conversation in the hot tub,
Oh yeah.
a little hot tub party.
Yeah, when he talks about why he killed the...
Because you wanted to save people. You wanted to save the people of King's Landing, basically.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, he can still be kind of a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. That didn't bother me.
Yeah, I think
it didn't bother me at all. I'll just point out some people had a problem with that.
Not
Didn't bother me at all.
not every person is consistent all the time.
Because in my opinion, that actually does seem more like Jaime. That he doesn't care about the people of King's Landing, really. I don't know. I don't think he truly killed Ares for the people.
I mean, he was there too. He would have gotten blown up.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, when Dany's torching everything, there's actual green fire in some of those scenes.
Yeah.
There's some wildfire.
So are we saying that they just never moved the wildfire, or did Cersei stash the wildfire to torch
Who
everybody?
knows? It could be either.
I think there was just a bunch of stashes throughout the city.
Okay.
That's what I
Yeah, I
would
think
guess.
underground stashes
Yeah.
throughout the whole city.
Yeah, I would have thought the same thing. That's what I thought when it was happening. Not that Cersei put it there.
Yeah.
It was like
I didn't think she put it there.
Cersei had put it there, and then she'd burn all the people. Look what Dany did.
Yeah.
Everybody hate this woman. Dany's there. I didn't do it. Sansa did it.
I love how Cersei, like, so Qyburn comes in multiple times, you know, like,
Hey, shit's fucked, yo.
yeah. She's like, oh no, we're fine. La 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 la. Everything's all right.
I mean, she's desperate. This is her last gambit. She has to think everything's going to work out, and then you see her break down at the end because this is not going to go
She's
well.
fucked,
Yeah.
She's pretty much was doing like the childish thing of putting your fingers in your ear and going la 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 la. Everything's fine.
You're on ships. Will
I'm going
save
to
us.
go away now, like Bran.
Yep. This is
Well, speaking of Bran, I was so hoping when Arya and the Hound parted, she would go, Sandor, you're a good man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but that's basically what she did.
It is. They just missed that one line. They should have put that one line in there.
Don't let the Starks tell you thank you.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, no shit.
You die.
You're dead.
A,
He's dead.
a Stark always thanks the dead.
Oh, we have deer.
You're a good man,
We have 2 deer.
Sandor.
Sandar. That's not my name. They're looking right at us.
They're really close.
Are you fans of the podcast? They don't talk. Is that a sound a deer makes?
No. That's not it. No. I don't know. Maybe.
Sure.
Doesn't sound right. But okay.
But we do get our Clegane Bowl
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, we did.
Which is
That was
what-
cool.
Which is everybody, basically everybody that hated this episode thought that the Clegane Bowl was the best scene of the entire show.
It was put together well, I thought.
Yeah.
They also edited, so I think I did watch the Game of Thrones revealed for this episode.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that yet.
There was like a long single tracking shot of Arya, but they ended up, I believe, cutting it up. Which is
Okay.
kind of disappointing because like those tracking shots take a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can see even with cutting it up, doing some of those small runs are still fairly long with complicated
Yeah,
processes
yeah.
with a lot of people.
I thought it was really interesting, like how they did that, because as we're watching it, I'm just like, how did they get that shot? Because everybody's running and like they're just like going for it,
Right.
you know?
But I thought it worked really well, the way they cut it with her and the Hound.
Yeah,
So I thought that was pretty cool. And it was kind of nice. I thought it worked well with the episode because it kind of broke up the action in a way. It wasn't just battle, battle, battle. And I don't know. It worked for me. Thought it was cool.
And also, you got a battle you could see. What the
Yes.
hell are people complaining about? Stop bitching about the show.
It's pretty cool what they did on the behind the scenes. So they basically built everything broken first
oh wow, okay.
and then built it up around it to look all perfect. So that way when they actually did blow a bunch of shit up,
It would be just right.
yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. That's
That
so
was pretty
smart.
That is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching.
It's amazing.
That's cool.
Like, it's another one of those reasons why you hate to not like an episode, because you see how hard all these people work on
Yeah.
it to bring something to. I mean, because they like doing it. They're wanting to create something they're proud of and put it out there for other people to enjoy, and then the internet just shits all over you.
Yeah.
Oh, you put your heart, sweat, and everything into this? You haven't seen your family in however long? Fuck you, make something I like. Otherwise, you can go kill yourself.
For the most part, see, the thing that sucks too is, for the most part, it seems like people are bitching about D&D, the writers, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, whatever. They're more bitching about the writing being bad, but not bitching about like the how visually awesome it is. I don't hear people saying like, "This looks fucking stupid."
But you wouldn't.
See, the episode 3 they kind of did because it was dark, but whatever.
Yeah.
But you still wouldn't have that if not for the writers.
Well, the thing that does suck, though, is with them bitching about the writers, nobody even gets recognized for how fucking cool this looks and all that hard work. It takes away all of that. You know, the praise isn't there. Like,
Yeah.
if everybody thought the writing was great, everybody would be praising all the hard work everybody else has been putting into it. I don't know.
I just hope we can all get to a point where we're old and we can say, man, I really wish I spent more time complaining about a show on the internet.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, technically that's what this podcast is, but
Bitching about writing and acting and
we're bitching about people bitching.
oh, you know, earlier I think in episode 1 I said something about Emilia Clarke. And I wasn't sure if she's a good actor or not. Man, these last 2 episodes she nailed it. Like,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, especially considering like what she had to contend with, you know, not really like acting against anything. Especially this last one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That shot
so-
with her on the dragon when the bells were ringing, there's no one there. She's just by herself. There's a big green screen, and she's on a fake bull riding dragon type thing.
Not even just like a mound with like green fabric over it. That was it.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Just going up and down, up and down.
Are you in Team Dany again?
How? Absolutely not.
But he's on Team Emilia Clarke.
Oh yeah, I'd be right on top of her.
All the, yeah,
I'll be
everybody,
your dragon.
there's very few poor actors on this show. Because, like,
Yeah,
I mean, Sansa's amazing.
yeah. I think she's good too.
Probably the weakest one is Kit Harington.
Maybe. Hell, he hasn't had to do anything really this season. So
It's true. He's gonna.
She's my queen. She's my queen.
You're my queen. What more can I say?
Is that all I am to you, John?
Yeah.
Your queen? No, you're also my aunt. I feel icky. Wish you were Marjorie.
He never saw her.
Oh, I saw her. She's part of that itty bitty titty committee.
What?
Eh.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
So we got, the Qyburn death was awesome. A lot of people were complaining that Sandor doesn't kill Cersei as she walks by.
I thought it was pretty funny that
Yeah, she's just like, she's like,
"Excuse
pardon me.
you boys play nice."
He's like, the entire team's supposed to be there to get Cersei. That's not his beef. He's never had a beef with Cersei.
Yeah.
He already knows Cersei's gonna die anyway. He knows
Yeah.
that.
Does he know that?
He knows he's gonna die fighting his brother.
I mean, he tells
she's gonna die.
Arya, it's like, I mean, that battle's
Right.
already won. So he's just there to get his brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. He didn't give a shit.
All right.
I didn't care.
I didn't either.
If he did kill her, I would have been like, "Oh, cool."
I do think it's bullshit that the mountain was immortal.
Or if he just like pushed her down the stairs or something. That's called a Westeros abortion.
Jesus.
Good Lord. That would not be allowed in Alabama.
What's the, jeez. Man, this got dark.
So, yeah. No, I was pretty...
As if there
pretty
wasn't enough women and children that died in this episode.
This is darker in episode 3.
I was pretty upset that that the mountain was immortal too. Like, what the hell was that all about?
He had way too many hit points.
He was like a zombie. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
weird.
what would kill him? Like it's possible he might still be alive.
I know, that's what I was saying too. Like, even after that fall in the fire, who knows?
There was giant fucking pieces of rock falling on top of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how he
Yeah.
saved Qyburn and Cersei.
Uh-huh.
Which was awesome.
I thought it was great. It worked for me.
Yeah,
That guy is...
he's huge.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's the biggest person ever.
He's won like 4 different strongest man type of competitions.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot which ones they are. One's the world's strongest man, but the other 3 are named something else. I
He
forgot.
lifted refrigerators and ran with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that bubbly water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy
It's all that
bubbles.
Fizzy
Heavy
water.
bubbles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't be stupid. dude. Yeah.
That's it. I mean, we burned a bunch of people. We're gonna have some explaining to do, hopefully. How long is this next episode? This is another hour and a half one, isn't it?
Can we talk about
Yeah,
Arya?
I think it's the second
Oh
one.
yeah, I forgot about Arya. Yes, we can talk about
Yeah,
Arya.
Yeah, we got
Before
stuff
we
to talk
jump-
about still, so...
We do
Go
have.
on.
Yeah, I want to talk about Arya. I want
Yeah.
to talk about how Arya was like, "Let me save you." Oh, oops. You know, to that family, to those girls.
Sorry.
Sorry. And then she wakes up, and then what the fuck? Where did that horse come from? That was my second beef. Not beef, but horse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The IKEA beef.
yeah, the beef of IKEA. Yeah, it was just like, where did this thing come from? Okay, did Bran actually warg into this damn thing, or like, was it just like there? There was another rumor that was going around that, or theory, not rumor, but that she actually is death. I'm using quotations
No,
for
yeah, right.
listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Like the pale white horse.
yeah,
and
that she
death.
is one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and she is death, which kind of goes hand in hand with like the faceless men and how they worshipped death, right? Like that was a
Only life
big
can pay for death.
yeah, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I think the horse's name is Castamere. And then she grabs the reins.
What is Castamere? What is that?
The reins of Castamere is like a song.
That's the song that plays at the Red Wedding.
Oh, okay.
It's and Jabari
It actually
has done
plays in this
multiple
episode,
times,
yeah.
Okay.
He's in like multiple versions kind of it
Okay.
here and there.
I still think the horse's name is Jacques and Horsegar. And a horse has no name.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's going to Dorne.
Oh God, fun. Where is she going? Is she just going to go meet up with Jon? Is she going up north to kill Sansa? She's like, this is your fucking fault.
I heard this was your fault.
If you kept your fucking secret and didn't betray our family,
Oh wow.
this wouldn't have happened. And everybody at King's Landing would still be alive. It's your fucking fault, Sansa. It's all Sansa's fault.
Who knows? But she is going to be in the next episode because she was in the preview. So, I mean, that's all I know. But yeah, that would be good. That would be good if she just killed her sister.
I think. Well, we'll get to. I'll do my speculation later once we're about ready to wrap up.
She's basically Arya is invincible. She's not going to die.
Because she is death.
Right.
Or she is
She's
dead.
She's dead inside.
I think she might have died in the battle. And
Maybe she died in.
Spirit horse.
Maybe she
Oh,
died.
if that's the
maybe
fucking
she
case,
died.
that'll
Maybe
be-
she died in. Maybe she's been the what's it called? The girl. Help
She's
me
been
out.
the waif the entire
She's
time.
been the waif the entire time.
That dude actually.
She died. She died in. Help me out. Where were they?
Bravos or Essos.
Bravos. Essos.
Wherever,
okay.
somewhere. Essos is
Bravos?
the continent.
They were Bravos.
And Bravos
They
is
were
the
Bravos.
city.
Right.
They were in Bravos. She died in Bravos. It's been the waif the entire time. Actually, it's Jack and Hagar the entire time.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yes, queen. Yes.
Yes,
Not my,
bitch.
not my queen.
I could fucking see her actually being dead and they pull something stupid like that.
It'd be hard to pick people up if you were dead, though, and try to run. Oh, unless it's
like
the very
end.
last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be. Yeah, I could see him doing that too, and that would be stupid.
I was just.
No,
I was
no,
just.
they wouldn't.
No, of
They
course
wouldn't.
I was.
No, no way. There's no fucking way they would do that.
It's
There's
gonna-
no way.
It's gonna happen.
Especially because
no
Arya.
way.
Yeah, because Arya is George R. R. Martin and his wife's favorite character, so they're not gonna do that
You don't know.
unless it's just a big fuck you to George R. R. Martin. Why did we have to finish your story for you?
Peace out. Peace out, George R. Yeah. You do it our way.
Our way.
It's gonna be a dream the entire time.
Oh. I was having some discussions with some coworkers about like.
It's going to be like the ending of Lost.
That my concern is it's going to be like the ending of The Sopranos, where it's just left unclear. I guess Lost is the same way, but I never watched Lost. If they do that, like if they just end the show and there's no real character resolution for the surviving characters, or you don't at least have some idea of what's going on, and it's just like, yep, shit's fucked, cut to black, that's the end of the show, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
I think we're definitely going to have some of that. I really, really think we'll have a pretty decent amount of that. That's kind of how shows are, like
a lot of these shows are like that.
Now,
but this one has been all about fan service. This one has all been about like resolution and following arcs. You know, like
not anymore. Because they give zero fucks. They're like, how can we end it? You know what? We really don't have to. I mean,
let's just.
I've been talking to the writers of Lost in Westworld. Seemed like it worked out for them. I've been talking to Ryan Johnson. He's really good.
What are you talking about? Westworld? Westworld ended fine.
No, it didn't.
What are you talking about?
No, it's horrible.
There's a whole nother season.
It's going to be even worse.
Oh, yeah, you can't be more wrong on that.
Season 1 was good.
Season 2 was great.
Is this the Westworld podcast?
No.
Okay.
I mean, technically.
Westeros World.
I mean, it was. Westworld was a bonus season for this one. All right. Well, fine. Be that way. I liked Westworld Season 2 a lot. But I guess I just like bad things.
No?
Wow.
Okay. Look, just because I don't like something doesn't
Oh,
mean
fuck.
you're wrong on your opinion of liking something.
You want to talk about some
Yeah.
real fucking douchebags? Because this is the first thing on my Google News feed. Game of Thrones fans petition HBO to remake Season 8, quote, with competent writers.
That's so stupid.
More than
There's
30...
so many fucking bitches out there.
More than
Like,
30,000 upset Game of Thrones fans signed a petition to remake Season 8.
Only 30,000.
Yeah, that's true.
That's nothing.
Yeah, that's another thing that I cannot stress enough. Anytime you hear people complaining on Twitter or something like that, there's a lot of people that think, oh man, we're getting an insane amount of public backlash. No, you're not.
No.
You're getting less than 1% of public backlash.
Because the complainers are the loudest.
They're
like
way-
most people,
And they're
like,
always the-
even if
Yes.
you really enjoy it, a lot of people don't go out of their way
Right.
to post online or But
Yeah.
if you hate something, you're going to tell 10 people.
Yeah.
It's like a restaurant, That's why they always want their service to be top notch because they know one bad time goes a long way. They're going to tell 10 of their friends that
Yeah.
it was bad. If it was bad, if it's good, they're going to tell like 2 people.
It goes the same with personal criticisms too. If you hear one bad personal criticism of yourself, you're gonna hold on to that way more than you would hold on to anything that was positive. It's gonna take emptying times more positive reinforcement to make you feel better about whatever one negative person said.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Think how bad the writers feel.
I know. I feel so bad for them.
I don't.
You should.
It is fucked up, And I know I've bitched, I can bitch with the rest of them,
Yeah.
I'm doing my best to not to. And have fun, be silly, and kind of just go with it.
Fan communities are just like the most entitled pieces of shit like there can possibly be.
Dude.
Except our fans. Our fans are great. We have the best fans.
If you look on the subreddit ASOIF,
I don't want to.
It's like I don't think there's anything positive on it. So
That's because it's a bunch of fat bearded guys that are in basements all the time.
we need to ring the bells on Reddit, all right?
Ding.
Because when the bells ring, that means it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
And all the Lannister army is going to take their lunch, and that's when we attack.
Yeah.
Because the Lannister always takes his lunch. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Oh shit, Tyrion has to now pay all the debts.
All the deaths are his.
He's the
All of
last
them.
one. The one that all the Lannisters wanted to die the most is the last one
Yep.
standing.
And the tallest Lannister.
That'd be hilarious if he actually made that joke before the series ends.
He should.
I'm now the tallest Lannister.
like he said to Jamie, he's like, you know how long I've waited to make tall people jokes?
No, right?
Yeah.
Like when they uncover the bodies and he goes like, on the bright side, I am the tallest Lannister now. And that would totally be in character.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah. Right before Bronn shoots him in the head.
My heart hurts.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
Is there anything else we want? Did we talk enough Arya for you, or did you want to talk
I'm
more
fine.
Arya? I had no problem with the horse. Random horse is fine with me. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of stables. The fact that a horse happens to...
Oh, yeah, that's totally possible. Yeah, that's not out
It
of
just
question.
seemed too serendipitous.
You have the Dothraki, they're all on horses and, riding in.
Yeah.
And some of them could have died. Could
Yeah,
have been
everybody
a
had...
Dothraki horse.
It could have been Golden Company horse. It could have been... It could have just been stabled horse that ran out when stuff... I mean, yeah, it's totally feasible that you have horses running amok. But yeah, the fact that it just shows up where Arya is just convenient.
Ugh. And the Golden Company, they were just useless. What's the point of even having them? People bitch about that. Yeah. Like, that's they didn't even really build up the Golden Company
No.
anyway.
Just that,
They
sexy
just
Pete
knew they
Holmes.
were there. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't build him up. He had like 3 lines.
Yeah.
So
No, we built him up.
yeah.
Yeah, we actually gave him more character development than anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also what happens during doing a week-to-week thing, I think. Waiting a week for each episode.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of build up stuff in your head a little bit more than you would if you just binge it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this season would probably lend itself to be better binged. Kind of like probably Walking Dead Season 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's going to be any emotional feelings from either of you from the last episode? Do you think you're
It really
going to
depends on
cry?
what they're going to do.
Do you think you
No.
might cry?
No.
I mean, I haven't cried at this show yet.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and that's because
Ever?
most of
Yeah, I
the
don't think
stuff,
so either.
most of the really important stuff that would do that,
Yeah.
I already knew about from the books.
Okay.
So it's only been the last 3 years that I didn't know what was going on.
All right.
And then again, in the books, there's no Night King. It just doesn't exist.
Is there anything that would happen, Mike, in the next episode that would actually give you some feels, like some really like sappy, sad feels?
Yeah, what if a
Marjorie
red
came back.
yeah, what if a red priest just like waved his hand in the air and Grey Worm's junk grew back?
Yes! That would be fantastic.
All right.
Because he's the only genitalless main character that's still alive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The brothers without boners is like totally disbanded.
Yep.
They're no longer... Damn.
All right.
What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think of Euron and Jamie fighting? Like just meeting together.
It didn't happen.
Hey! But that's fucking every scene of Euron. He's like, oh, here I am, out of nowhere.
Yeah, right.
At least they kept consistent with it. So.
Right.
You're on out of nowhere.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought it was really funny his last line, like, I killed Jaime Lannister. Like, that was the only thing he fucking cared about. Like, or I killed the Kingslayer, is what he said.
No, he said I killed... Yeah, well, I think he said I killed the Kingslayer, Jaime Lannister. He
Whatever.
said Jaime Lannister.
Yeah. He said
He might have-
Kingslayer, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he called him a Kingslayer.
But yeah.
Because when he died, he's like, oh, another king for you. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay.
Whatever.
You're a king.
Yeah, sure.
Jamie just pats him with the gold hand. Sure, buddy. Sure.
Yeah, because Jamie never fucking takes it off.
Yeah.
That's how he
He's the dumbest Lannister. And they even say it.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
If Cersei was here now.
Because here's the thing: had rocks not fallen on Jamie, he was dead. Like that, where he got stabbed.
Right.
That
Yeah.
but he was very spry for a little, for as long as he was for being stabbed there,
Right.
going up all those steps and shit.
That's true.
Depends on
And all
if he's
that talking.
bleeding. You know? If your wound isn't bleeding that badly, you'll probably survive for a while.
Cersei said he was
Internal,
bleeding.
external.
Cersei said he was bleeding,
No, he
unless
was-
that's another lie.
Cersei's like, I fucked Ted. It's a Breaking Bad reference.
Well, I don't get that one, but Neither does Hendrix, but he's at the door.
Have you watched Breaking Bad?
I've not, no.
Oh, you're in for a real treat.
Well, not really, because I'm not going to watch it.
I think we've probably talked about that before.
It was, there's certain shows where the theme of the show doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
And Meth Teacher doesn't necessarily appeal to me.
Not down with meth.
I don't know.
Like Sons of Anarchy doesn't appeal to me too, and
Sons of Anarchy didn't appeal to, like, I thought would be really stupid too, but I actually enjoyed, like, the first 3 seasons. Then it started getting real fucking stupid.
but yeah, that's another good point, because Justified wasn't something that would have interested me either, but I love Justified.
Yep.
And that's one that actually ends well. Like, it has a great ending to a series, and most series can't end for shit.
Yep.
Anyway, speaking of endings, what do you guys think is going to happen in this last episode?
Arya survived, but it will show her old in the future, dying of silicosis because of all the rubble that she breathed in.
Rubble.
Yeah.
Toil and Trouble. Okay, Sarah?
That's fucking stupid. I'm just kidding.
Do you have a real theory?
Man, I really don't know. So, like we said earlier in the podcast, are there other armies that are going to come in? Because, I really don't. What do you guys think? Like, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say.
Go ahead, Tim.
Okay. Well, I'd really like that cat to shut up, but
Shut up, King! No.
anyway, I don't think we're going to have another huge battle. I think we might have some small battles of the personal variety. I think what we're probably going to see is Jon and Grey Worm fight, where Jon kills Grey Worm.
Okay.
Because Grey Worm's going to protect his queen. And I think Arya might actually kill Daenerys. Daenerys.
Yeah.
And wear her face.
Yes.
And be queen.
Yeah.
And then Jon goes north, because there's nothing left for him in Westeros. He can be with the more civilized savages beyond the wall.
I don't know. Sarah, I'd probably ask you, but you've probably read the leaks, haven't you?
I actually haven't read anything
Really?
this season. No.
There's leaks.
'Cause I think there has been for these last 2 episodes,
Yeah,
I believe.
I've been staying away from all that jibber jabber.
Surprised I haven't come across anything.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad. What do you think, Sarah?
I honestly don't know, but I do think Pete Holmes is going to make another appearance.
Oh, yeah?
I think he's going to do a stand-up special.
Yeah, I don't think that spear right through him by Grey Worm was...
Yeah, no, I don't think it was enough. I think he's still kicking.
Hey, I'm still doing a show.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm at the Chuckle Hut down in
I'm here all week, guys.
in Dorne.
Yeah, $2 2 drink minimum. Yeah, so I don't know. I think Daenerys is going to die. I think Jon might die too. Honestly, I think Daenerys and Jon will die together with Drogon somehow. He takes her down.
Oh man, I hope
So everybody dies. All the people die, and then Arya and Gendry rule the North. Or rule the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
King of the North.
King of the North. And Sansa rules the North.
I think it's I know we've talked about it before and like, no, that's not possible for Jon to be burned or whatever.
Oh, yeah, of course it's possible, right?
So, no, yeah, he can be burned. That's how we've come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
But I could see the show just being like, don't worry about his hand that other season. And then she tries to kill him. He doesn't burn.
Oh, and he smiles at her. Like,
Yeah.
Night
Like-
King.
And he throws
I'm the Night King!
and then he throws Grey Worm's spear at Drogon.
Or what if she tries to Dracarys him, but Drogon's like, I'm not doing that. He's a Targaryen, dude.
I could have seen a Drogon and Rhaegal fight had Rhaegal lived.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if
Probably.
Jon and Dany actually faced off, that Rhaegal would have sided with Jon, and then there would have been another dragon fight. But shit's expensive, so they can't do
Well,
that.
Rhaegal comes back because, that flesh wound, it was just a flesh wound.
Except for
the throat slashing.
Yeah.
In the previews to the next episode, you see Dany kind of walking out, and you see all the army in front of her. I don't know. Curious to see what's going to happen there. Because I don't see Jon and the northern people there. And is she going to be like, kind of like, what is it, episode 8 of Star Wars? There's that scene where that one dude is... fuck it, never mind. Right before they use that weapon, that new weapon, was it? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not that.
And there was basically a planet
Which one's
that fucking
episode?
sucks out.
Oh,
the sun.
episode 7.
What was
The,
it?
is
7?
that- are you talking
That
about
was
7?
8.
8's the Last Jedi. You're not talking.
Yeah,
you're not
right?
okay. You're not talking about the Death Star planet.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Was it in 7?
The Death Star planet's Force Awakens. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one. I don't know. She's gonna have fucking like a
Danny's gonna have a Death
Hitler
Star.
type. No, just like a fucking speech. Like, we got to kill everybody who's like not us in a way. She basically becomes Cersei in a way.
Oh man.
Everybody who's not us doesn't matter. And
The fear
she goes
tyrant.
starts burning fucking cities down. Because she really doesn't need armies to
No.
go fucking burn cities down.
She just needs Drogon.
Yeah.
And he's happy to burn. He's got a lot of breath.
He has fucking unlimited fire juice.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is something that I think needs to be established rules if you're going to have dragons. It's like, do dragons really have unlimited? Because I don't have unlimited spit.
I thought about during the episode, I'm like, is he ever going to run out of dragon fire juice? And I'm like, oh, he's a magical dragon. Like, who gives a shit? Like, really? He's a
Dragons aren't
magical
real.
dragon.
Dragons aren't real.
Yeah, I
in
did
real
say-
life.
Start calling him Puff.
I did say that, man, they're not playing by D&D rules. And Sarah's like, no shit. But speaking of...
Aren't Dany's eyes like blue-green? Or are they
Yeah.
just green?
I thought they were gray.
Yeah, more like, not really a green. Because people are like, oh, Dany has green eyes. I'm like, that doesn't...
What does that mean, though?
Because the prophecy of her killing someone with green eyes. She'll also kill somebody with green eyes, I think.
Oh,
Is that in the show?
Yeah, that's what Melisandre said, and that's the reason she killed...
Oh, Arya. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
who'd I
Sorry.
say?
I thought you were talking about Daenerys.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I thought you were talking about Daenerys too.
No, but Daenerys' eyes,
Oh, okay.
the color of her eyes.
I'm with you.
Right?
I thought they were gray, but let's see. I can. If only there was a device, right?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of devices and speaking about who lives and who dies, we have our round 4 results of the Game of Thrones Ultimate Survivor. With only 2 matches, so these are the semifinals to determine who the final matchup is. So, our first matchup of last week was Jon Snow versus Arya Stark. Who do you guys think was more favored to win?
Arya?
Arya.
Arya, well, I hate to tell you guys, but you're right. It's Arya Stark with 68.2% to Jon Snow's 31.8%. Going into match 2, Samwell Tarly versus Sansa Stark.
Sammy.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
I think our listener community decided to rebel against the Sam Tarly plot armor, and they made a hard move and voted for Sansa with 80% of the vote.
Nice.
Which means, or they were just trying to set up a better final matchup, who knows. But the final matchup for our Survivor bracket will be the Stark sisters, Arya Stark versus Sansa Stark.
Do you think we'll even see Sam?
No, I think Sam's out of the show. I think Tormund's out of the show too, unless Jon goes north.
Do you think they're going to do something at the end, like showing everybody, like, oh, Sam is writing the book of... They show him, like, years later, they're like, 50 years later.
And
Sam is old and he's writing
and
the
old
fucking
Sam
book.
looks like George R. R. Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's actually George R. R. Martin. He gets his cameo. He
Yeah.
hasn't been in the show, right?
no. Even Dean.
Yeah, they better not do that.
That would be really fucking lame.
That would be really lame.
Dany has green eyes.
She does, huh?
Yes.
I called it. I'm saying it.
Man, I don't know how I missed that. I guess I just stared at her tits too much.
Arya gets her queen kill.
Look, my tits are down here. Said no one ever.
Oh, man.
So you guys think? So of our Survivor bracket going into the finals, Arya versus Sansa.
Arya,
Sansa.
of course. Come on. Arya.
All right.
The way that... So, Arya's part of my 3 that I picked.
Yeah.
You know, Arya, Gendry, and Davos. Davos is fucking amazing. He'll never die, for sure. If he made it through this battle, he's made it through every fucking battle there's ever been, basically.
And we never see him fight. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
true.
went in there going to fight.
We never saw him
He barely held a
fight.
sword.
Yeah.
But he has a sword.
We never saw him fight, though.
right.
No, he didn't, but he was ready.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's because Grey Worm decided to start stabbing people first after everybody surrendered.
But unless fucking Dany goes crazy and takes her dragon north to try to kill Sansa, I think Sansa's safe. Arya's still down there with a lot of potential to be killed. I don't think either one will die, but
I agree. Because, like I said, Arya is George R. R. Martin's favorite, and Sansa is clearly D&D's favorite
yeah.
because they've given her the most development of of the characters. Like even in the books, like Sansa doesn't have this much character development.
Oh, dude, if Martha fucking kills Daenerys.
Martha, that was my mother's name.
I could really see that happening. Oh, man, burn the whole city down really works up an appetite.
Yeah.
Hot pie helps out.
Where'd you come from?
We had to brown the butter. The butter.
The Ba'a.
But
That's pretty much all I got. I mean, we did our
Yeah.
matchups.
That's it,
We've
man.
got
got our guesses for next week. Our predictions.
it's one final episode to go. I'm stoked. I know.
I'm ready.
I
I'm
know.
ready for it.
There's been a lot of
Build up.
fighting at this table past few weeks.
I've been so angry every week.
There's been fighting
guys.
here? We haven't been fighting.
No, we haven't.
We've been
fighting.
discussing.
Except when Tim told me to shut up.
I didn't tell you to shut up. I started saying something and you just kept saying what as I was talking.
On your little soundboard, you need
What?
Stannis's daughter.
Yeah.
That's a callback.
That'd be good.
Even when we keep doing this show and like Game of Thrones is long behind us.
Yeah.
It's just the rage.
Nobody's going to understand it.
When you're mad about the show, you play that. You know, when someone else is getting too mad, you play Calm Your Tits.
Stannis' daughter is the name of my metal band. We're so angry.
Oh, shit.
All right, well that's all I've got for this episode. You can follow us on our social medias. Go to watchersonthecouch.com to get the links to all that. The voting for the final matchup, Arya versus Sansa, will be on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook on Saturday. Unless something happens, I have the Avengers Endgame Watchers at the Movies planned to record on Sunday, so that should be coming out next week as well, alongside our final episode of our Game of Thrones thing. So
Cool.
exciting times. And then I might have another announcement as well at our last episode. So we'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to it. The Endgame one should be fun, provided everything holds through. It's going to be a reunion of sorts from my old days of podcasting. So I'm pretty excited. Hope you guys will tune into that. But does anybody have anything else?
Nope.
No.
All right. Well, then until next time, I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Daffron.
And our watch is ended. Until next week.
Don't get your dick Dracarist.